do when an entire town turns on you? I know that's an unimaginable question for most of us, but that's exactly what happened to my next guest. And for the very first time on daytime television, she's ready to talk about it. When Crystal Jackson decided to spice up her marriage by snapping risque photos with her husband, Chris, it seemed to them innocent enough. But after posting a single bikini picture on Reddit and receiving a lot of attention, Crystal and Chris decided to take their sexy secret to the adult website OnlyFans. Little did they know it would put their family, including their children, at the center of a scandal.
My name is Crystal Jackson. I live in Sacramento, California. I am married and I have 3 young boys. This all started by posting a few pictures online. It was my husband and I, our little fun secret thing that we were doing. 3 kids, be in your 40s, early menopause, just wanted to enhance our, sex life. This was one of the first things I had. And then I had to go out and actually buy some lingerie. And that was overwhelming because I wasn't a very sexy girl. OnlyFans is a platform where any type of content creator can go on there, start their own page, and then for a subscription, you can follow your favorite person. I was like, okay, if people are paying, it's behind a paywall, then I can go topless. That's not a big deal. And I stayed that way for almost a whole year. The first month, it made $15,000, and it grew every month like 30%. COVID hit, it was in the 6 figures. It was running about $150 per month before the news articles broke. A dad found the site, and then the wives got wind of it. The school found out. I was removed as being a 2nd grade room mom, and then 2 weeks later, the kids were expelled from school. People know where we live now, and then someone called the cops on us, so we decided, we're just gonna move. When the news broke, I was sick to my stomach, throwing up every single day. I am not a type of person that wants fame or like publicity at all. I just want you mean girls just to leave me alone.
From their home in Sacramento, California, please welcome Crystal Jackson and her husband, Chris. Thank you both for joining us. What a fascinating story here. I got to start, Crystal, at the beginning here. I know to your fans you're known as Miss Poindexter. That's the name that you've taken on your site. But let's go to the beginning. It was Chris's idea to post the photos. Is that the case?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Chris, why did you want to post the photos?
Well, we tried different things to spice things up, and this was just one. I said, hey, why don't we put your picture on Reddit, a site for one of the subreddits for pretty wives. And it was just a bikini picture, maybe it would be sexy. I don't know. But right away it was super popular and the Redditors asked for more. I'm like, okay. And they were very tame. They're Instagram-like, PG-like.
And so you ended up on OnlyFans, as you pointed out. You started making money around $150,000 a month. So this became a money stream, an income stream for you?
That's a lot of money.
Sounds
Yeah. We were surprised. I mean, in the very beginning, it was, 15,000, and then it kind of grew. And we have backgrounds running technology companies, founding companies. So we've kind of used our branding, marketing knowledge and data analytics, and we applied it to OnlyFans, and we were able to make it, to grow it to where it was.
Okay, so you are doing this. It's not illegal. It's whatever happens between a couple or what they want to do, their business. But then a parent, a dad at your son's school discovered it. The kids go to a private Catholic school, and the school called what you were doing a, quote, quest for high-profile controversy, and said it was in direct conflict with their policies. When you heard them say that, what was your reaction?
Well, the principal met with the diocese and the priest, and they decided back in August that it was fine. They weren't going to even touch it. It was totally fine. But these group of moms could not let that go. And they were putting more pressure on the school and the diocese. So I think we wrote a letter offering to leave. Then I get removed as a 2nd grade room mom. And then I'm like, that's it. I'm like, I'm done taking this heat from
We
these
had enough.
women.
Crystal had enough. She said, "Okay, go ahead."
Is it y'all's page or is it Crystal's page? How does that work? What do you do here, Chris? Take the pictures?
Actually, I don't take the pictures because we'll argue over what is looks good. And it is her page. It's
Yeah.
her persona. It's her stories, her images.
So for you both, now this is a business, right? This is a full-time business, but it came with consequences because
Mhm.
Crystal, you say that the women in the neighborhood, even though
Oh yeah.
some of the dads were on your page, turned on you.
Oh yes. Yeah. I mean, I even in the very beginning last summer, I had some of my girlfriends calling, telling us that we need to leave the community, we need to leave the school. These women were gonna like, they were gonna basically, they were gonna fight. And do I want to fight them? And I'm like,
Oh, wow.
fight? I'm like, they can just kind of scroll past it. But they made fake accounts and got on my Instagram, got on my OnlyFans. I mean, so yeah, but the main mean mom, this is what she does. I mean, this is like I'm just her latest
Mhm.
target. And so
She
she
had done
goes
the
around.
same. She had done the same campaign against the principal herself 2 years ago, trying to get her fired by constantly calling the diocese.
Mm.
And we actually wrote in her defense at that time of the principal, and she kept her job.
Let me ask you, because in that video, I saw your sons in the back and you were making a
Uh-huh.
video referencing this. So they are quite aware of everything that's happening,
Mhm.
including in that, because they could hear you talking to your camera, explaining it. And so how has this impacted them?
I don't think it's really impacted them. I mean, only in the sense of they had to leave school so immediately. And it was a school they had been in for 7 years. The oldest one's in sixth grade. So he's been there since kindergarten. So that was really upsetting for them. But prior to that, they only knew that mom, she's this internet model, and that's what they still know. They don't know anything more than that because they're young, right? I mean, it's all age appropriate at this point for them.
So you're not worried about this having any real long-term effect on them at all?
No.
No,
Mm-mm.
like she says, they're raised in a really loving
Yeah.
environment. They're really happy now,
Aw.
and they've always been happy.
Was it all worth it, Crystal? I mean, now the boys are in a different school. Obviously,
Yeah.
the dynamic of the neighborhood and some friends changed. Was it worth it?
Geez, that's a loaded question, right? Because I don't believe in like having regrets in life. You just kind of learn from
Yeah.
everything, keep moving forward. Yeah, I'm a mom, right? So I'm always going to think of, did I do the right, have I made the right decisions for my children? So yeah, I do think about that. But in the grand scheme of things, is it worth it? Yeah. I worry. I look at it and I think this is about like, women empowerment, about how I feel as a woman. I feel sexier now. And I'm like, we've always had a good relationship. I feel we have
Yeah.
this awesome marriage. I have other moms calling asking like, how do I have a marriage like yours? And how can I do what you're doing? It's just this women like sexuality empowerment, and other women are threatened by it, and I don't quite understand why, when we should be uplifting each other up and supporting each other, not so much tearing each other down all the time.